So I've been doing some testing with the xTool F1 Ultra to try to get some color out of some stainless steel. Apparently you get color due to the variations in speed and power, and I've tried quite a few with very little luck. This one may be the closest. On this far left side I had a little luck. You can see a little bit of color there maybe. But that was test one. This was test two. Got a little bit of color on the left side there. This is test three. And then it just went downhill from there with test four. So I'm going to try something else. I'll spare showing you all that other video that I made trying to do that. But we'll get some new settings, jump into xTool Studio, set something up, get a new tag, and see what we can do. All right, let's do it. Okay, we're in xTool Studio, and these settings look a little unreasonable with a power of 2 to 16, but we're going to try it. We're testing, so it's okay. And we got a speed of 10 millimeters per second to 100. So I'm going to ungroup this. I want to get as much of it on the charm as I can. I've got a photo, a snip of the numbers, just in case. I'm going to get some of this text out of the way. This is the largest charm that I have to do this on. We're going to give it a go and see what we can get out of it. So we're set for 304 stainless steel. I believe that's what this is. And it's one of the charms that came in a material pack from xTool with one of my lasers. So we're going to give this a try and see what we get out of it. All right, let's see what we got. I can see some color. It's not striking, but it's color. I don't know how good it shows up on the camera. I'll get a photo and see if I can bring the color out a little better. I think what we'll do is flip this over, make a few adjustments, and run it again, see if we can get the color out better. But this is eons ahead of the test I've already done. All right, let's give it another try. Okay, we got some color. It's not jumping off of the charm, but it's not burnt up like it was in my test either. So before we had a power of 2 to 16. So we're just going to change that and start at 8 and go to 22. And we're going to leave the speed from 10 to 100 millimeters per second. All right, so I'm going to ungroup this again. Get rid of this writing. Well, no, first I'm going to get my snip so I can remember what I've got here. All right, and then we'll get rid of it. I'm running out of charms. Almost can't see it, but it's there. Take another snap, see if it'll brighten it up a little bit. There we go. That little spot there is where I hit the plate. I got my cut plate flipped upside down so I don't put more marks in my laser bed. That's a good tip right there. All right, so we're going to run this and see what we get. All right, folks, let's take a look. Well, we got some color, but the light has to be just right, and you might have to squint to see it. I'm going to lean this camera and see if you can see any color. This is not as easy as some videos have made it out to be. So just know that. So there's more testing to be done. But I can see with the right light, I can see blue and pink and green. I'll try to get a close-up of it and give you a better look, but I got a lot more testing to do, and I'm about to run out of stainless steel. I hope that was helpful, folks. If you got questions, let me know. Be glad to answer them if I can. So I appreciate you watching. Just check back often for new videos. Take care, and we'll see y'all next time. Thank you.